So then Abbo, ultimately a creditable tour draw, having been 2 goals behind, and quite an entertaining, tenacious affair.
You know, we want to win games, don't we? Just like our supporters do. But we find ourselves 2 goals down after maybe 7-8 minutes. Poor goals to concede, so we're off to a really bad start. And then just for me, I'm going to deal in positives. It's a hell of a fight back, great spirit. Great heart and togetherness by the team. Testing situation, finding ourselves 2 goals down, and we've fought back. We've got ourselves back in the game, and there's only one team, going on to win the game. There's only one team really contesting to win the game, and I'll take a lot from that today.
The game wasn't aided by the injuries during the game. We obviously had David Blenkinsop up top on his own to start with, came off injured. Luke Richards replaced him centrally from a wide position again, came off injured, so that's disrupted the flow of the team, and a number of system changes that came into play during the 90 minutes.
Yeah, it does. And Lee Butler as well has pulled his hamstring and has seen the game out with a hamstring strain. As you say, Luke's come off. That wasn't something that we were looking to do. In fact, Luke was part of a system change that we were looking to make. And Blenky, that's probably born out of a little bit inactivity really, and then playing at full tempo, and you get little niggles like that. So we're not going to see the best of Blenky until we get him into a pre-season and get some conditioning into him. Obviously, Sammy, I go up in Yorkshire this weekend, and our well-documented issues with centre halves mean that we're obviously we're getting by there at the moment. So the problems we have are well documented, and we're going to have to be patient. Should have Alex Penny back next week. There's a few irons in the fire, and Christian's going to be pre-season now. But we have the players that we want at the football club and that we want to work with, and we'll get by until we're full tilt. We've had a difficult season from that point of view with injuries, and all credit to Mitchell, who's done a really, really fantastic job in at centre half, and Greg, who's gone above and beyond for the football club. Many people would have sulked their way out of the club, but he's done an admirable job for us. So testing out the office, great spirit, great heart, and really pleased with where we are as a group, and the dressing room's great. It's great spirit about us, and as I say, we'll move on.
As you say, taking the positives from the game, an unbeaten run is slowly, quietly developing. It's going under the radar a bit, the odd draw here and there, but still an unbeaten run. And certainly something where the players are starting to not understand what the feeling of defeat's like, so that can only be a good thing in the dressing room. Yeah,
definitely, and we are building a run now, and I'm very positive about that myself. We as a club have lauded our 27-game run last season, and the supporters are very proud of it. But I'd urge people to examine that record. It's on the Midland League website. Go and look over it. Click back the year on the website and look at the results, and you'll see some scruffy draws just like that. Some games when you look back and you recap on them where we got ourselves out of jail. Some games where we've got 3 points in the last minute. If this run stretches out to 20 games, and of course that may not happen, but if it does, we'll be less critical of today, and you start judging it on a whole. So, there's something building, and we're looking like a side that is not willing to lose 4 matches. So that's a good thing, isn't it?
Obviously, it's important to take the positives of games like this, but it's impossible not to dwell on the fact that the game was steered somewhat by the officiating. A couple of penalty shouts that on pretty much every other day you'd have had a chance on the spot, which would again have put a very different slant on the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, I'm going to deal in positives, but as far as the referee goes, I'll be quite blunt. I thought he was poor. I didn't think he managed the game. I didn't think he controlled the time wasting, which was atrocious, really. There's for me, and there's ways of doing this. When you are in a lead in a game, yes, you take your time over things, but then there's taking it to the nth degree, and I thought that's what happened, and that's fine. That's gamesmanship, and that's Atherstone's prerogative to do that. But then the referee has to control that. He was never stopping his watch on restarts. I was watching him. He's given us about 2 minutes added time when the things were standing still on the goal kicks, and then they were deciding they'll change kicker, and then to book the goalkeeper in the last 30 seconds of added time in the second half. I mean, you do that at the start of the half or the end of the first half, and the ball's in play for maybe 5 minutes longer in that game. So I just feel like we've been robbed of an opportunity there, because we were the side with the intent looking to win the game. Penalties, a soft first penalty for them, And then, you know, you normally see a referee look to even that up, and I think we've had some really strong claims, which he's waved away. And then the handball in the first half, wow, I can't catch my breath at that one. I mean, you've heard the slap of the hand, and I tell you, you'll never see a football loop over the crossbar like that coming off somebody's cheek. It's just not possible, and poor, disappointing.
Again, running on the positives, we didn't get a chance to speak to you midweek, but Sam Agar, not available today, but what a start he's made to life in an AFC shirt.
He's a great player. You know, I think we've done good business, and the proof of the pudding will be in the eating, as they say. You know, you read things online, and I really take things with a pinch of salt now, and read things and have a smile to myself. Whereas possibly in earlier in the season, I was getting a little bit wound up especially by my one good friend on the league forum. But you know, whatever people want to say, that was our agenda. It was our decision. We've done business here. We've moved a player out because it didn't suit us anymore. Under different circumstances, it might have done, but that didn't suit the player. So it's our decision, and that's football. And we brought a player in who fits the bill for us, and has made a great start. I thought we missed him today, and you know, I was fearful we'd miss him today before the game, and it's turned out to be the case. But I'm really buoyed by the heart and the spirit in the camp. It's a really happy dressing room. There's a real togetherness. We're doing everything together. For the minute we get here, our preparation, they're going out. You know, it's a much closer camp than it has been. And you know, I really feel good things are on the horizon for us. I'm really optimistic.
At times the squad has been a bit depleted, but down the left-hand side, the return of Isaac Cooper alongside with Lee Thomas, we look really bright in that particular area of the field as well. Yeah,
well, it gives us another option because they're different. They're both players who can play left back and left wing, and they give us a different style really to Luke and Javier and Willow, who can play on the left wing. Timely really that Isaac's come back at a point when Lee's availability, we lost him for a few games, so it's great, just strengthens the group, and you know, both really good lads, really good characters as well.
Unlucky today. Cheers, Abbo. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.